What's up everybody, Chadley here, and it's Thursday, so that means Gearbox has released a hotfix for Borderlands 3. Overall, this is a fairly short hotfix. It has a couple bug fixes about stuff, people getting out of the maps and stuff like that. And also, ghosts are finally gone. It's December 5th, and ghosts are just now leaving the game. So that is definitely a welcome change in my opinion. But the biggest portion of this hotfix was the nerf to Spiritual Driver and Amara. Now for those of you who don't know what Spiritual Driver is, it is a class mod for Amara, and basically what it does is it lets you inflict your status effect element on yourself, so you can pair that with an elemental projector relic and just be doing crazy damage with that. Then you will actually be damaging yourself, so you get stacks of mindfulness, and this class mod also boosts mindfulness, so you can get it up to 8.4% movement speed per stack, and it would stack up to 25 stacks. You could keep this all the time, so you'd be at 210% movement speed, and you'll be doing extra damage based on that movement speed. So it was kind of insane, but it was also a ton of fun. It made the takedown super quick, and speed farming for just various items was a lot easier as well. And it was actually like engaging. You had to like aim, especially when you were running at 210% extra movement speed. Unlike the previous meta we were kind of seeing in the game with all the TDRs, those got old very quick, and just chucking guns at your feet, not even looking at the enemies, definitely got old very, very fast. Now to quote the patch notes, it says, addressed a reported issue where the movement speed bonus with Amara's passive ability, Mindfulness, when buffed with the Spiritual Driver class mod, was sometimes extremely high. Mindfulness was designed with the intent that reaching maximum stacks was not easily achievable, so the bonus per grade was high. We want players to take advantage of move speed, but not to the extent where parts of the game may not function correctly. Now if you've played with the Spiritual Driver class mod, it is clear that that was not the intended purpose of the class mod, at least to that extent. Like, running around at that speed was truly something else. It was a lot of fun, but it definitely was not their intention, so I understand why they're toning it down a bit. Also, they addressed a reported issue with the Spiritual Driver class mod where it was sometimes awarding damage for all types of damage and not just gun damage. Now in the patch notes, they don't actually say what they did to reduce mindfulness, but like I said earlier, before the patch, mindfulness would give you 8.4% movement speed per stack, but now it has been reduced to 6% per stack. At the max 25 stacks, this results in a total loss of 60% movement speed. Now this is definitely a noticeable change to the movement speed. You can really feel it. So now that we covered all the changes that have taken place, we gotta answer the important question, is Amara and the Spiritual Driver class mod still good? The answer is definitely yes. Amara with the Spiritual Driver class mod is still insanely strong, and it's still tons of fun. You definitely still feel like you're moving around very fast. Now maybe some of you have been able to notice it, but some of you probably haven't. The gameplay you've been seeing this entire time has actually been me playing with the nerf. This is me using basically the same exact build that I used in my last build video, and you can still breeze through the takedown by yourself on Mayhem 4. You still have no issues killing any of the enemies. Basically all you have to do is just be a little bit smarter with how you engage it. To get the most out of the damage with this build, you definitely need a lot of enemies around, so you just kind of have to save a good chunk of enemies if you're dealing with bosses. Now right now, I predict this is still going to be the speedrunning build for the takedown. No, we won't be able to do the skip that was involved right after the Valkyrie fight, but in my opinion, it's still probably the strongest and fastest build in the game. So overall, the nerf to Amara and the Spiritual Driver class mod is perfectly fine in my books. I was definitely a little worried because in the past, Flak, Gearbox has gone insane with the nerfs. Right now, Flak, in my opinion, is one of the worst characters in the game, especially for taking down Mayhem 4. It definitely seems like Gearbox did not think ahead with the Flak nerfs back in the day for Mayhem 4, but that's a different tangent for a different video. I won't get into that now. But yeah, Amara with the class mod, it's definitely still a ton of fun. It's a little less fun because you're not really a coked out cheetah anymore, but it's still a ton of fun and I enjoy it. Now here's a little optimism for my Zane mains out there. maybe this nerf to Amara will bring a little bit more usefulness to Zane for speedrunning and going through the takedown. Now, I don't really play Zane, so I don't know exactly where he stands right now, but maybe he can be up there in the new speed stuff. Never hurts to be a little optimistic. Right now, I'm working on new builds and some speedrun strategies for the takedown, so make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see those videos in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. It really helps me out. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.